This is my film review of The Blues Brothers 1980. The Blues Brothers is a comedy musical film. It was released in 1980 and it stars Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi as Elwood and Jake Blues. Basically, the story of this film is Jake Blues is just getting out of Joliet Correctional Facility in Chicago, Illinois, after a few years in prison. His brother Elwood picks him up in an old cup car that he bought at a sale, and the first thing they do is pay a visit to the Catholic orphanage they grew up in, which is run by a nun. And they learn of the orphanage's financial troubles from her. John and Elwood disappoint the nun that raised them from childhood when she hears their blasphemous comments that they made in front of her and of the petty crimes they've committed over the years. After this experience, the brothers visit a local church and have a realization that they want to make a move towards redemption in their lives by getting their old Blues Brothers band back together to raise the money to keep the orphanage from closing. What happens through this film is a lot of fun, a lot of musical scenes, and so many cop car chases and shooting at the Blues Brothers over their overdue speeding and parking tickets. It's quite obvious that a lot of money was spent making this enjoyable film. My favorite scenes are, well, three in particular. It's the cop car chase scene through the mall. There's a lot of crashes, cars crashing through shops in the mall.
You got us into this parking lot, pal. Now you get us out. You want out of this parking lot? Okay.
Would there be anything else?
Yes, do you have a Miss Piggy?
The country bunker music scene, that's quite excellent.
Give him two arms to cling to and something warm to come to when nights are cold and lonely.
And the final cop car chase scene and army scene when they have about 100 cop cars on the tail of the Blues Brothers, and they had the army even after them, and the cop cars are just crashing into each other. So it was a really massive scene using Chicago, just cars going through the city of Chicago. In conclusion, this film is one of the best of the 1980s. It's not perfect, but the work put into it and the budget of this film makes it truly one of a kind. I haven't seen another film like this, done like this, to this scale, using the city of Chicago as a playground for this big film. So without a doubt, I would recommend anyone to watch this film. It may not be a masterpiece, but it's close to it. I definitely give it a 9 out of 10. So without a doubt, I would recommend anyone to watch this film. It's a great funny story, excellently executed scenes, and large supporting cast in this film with actors and artists like John Candy, Carrie Fisher, Aretha Franklin, Ray Charles, and James Brown, and a lot more. So that's my review on The Blues Brothers that was released in 1980. Go watch this film if you haven't seen it. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, guys.